You know, reductions are hard, and I appreciate the concern of everyone here today about the reductions that are being made today, about reductions that are still to come. They will all be difficult. There is no denying that. And from many of the comments heard today, if it was up to the majority or the minority party, we probably would have a reduction bill of about $50. But we have to get to $6.2 billion. And so really difficult choices have to be made. And we're not the only ones making them. I just want to read a quote to you. We have to confront the fact that our government spends more than it takes in. That is not sustainable. Every day, families sacrifice to live within their means. They deserve a government that does the same. That comment was included in President Obama's State of the Union address on January 25th. The whole country is coming to the realization that we cannot continue to do things like we've always done them, that there are going to have to be some sacrifices made, that there are going to have to be some budgets reduced in government. And this bill today is a piece of that. And we're not trying to poke the governor in the eye with it. We have consulted with the governor. In fact, we just talked to him Tuesday morning about it. And the effort to get this done today is because MMB told us that if we could get this to them by around the 10th of February, and that's why we've been moving this, they could include it in the February forecast, and we thought that would be a good thing to show that we are working on reducing this deficit. Because it is a huge job, but it's a job that has to get done. And so, members, even though it's not an easy vote, and it will take some courage to press the green button and approve of these budget reductions, we're just asking you to help us get started on that path of responsible government programming and budgeting and living within our means. Thank you.
My son is a Red Bull. He's a member of the Minnesota National Guard. He has served in Iraq honorably and is due to leave for Afghanistan, I believe, in another year or so. In looking at these cuts, the cuts to preparation, the cuts to reintegration, the cuts to higher education, I am greatly troubled by what that disposes for my son and all of the young colleagues from St. Paul and from the Twin Cities who have gone in voluntarily to serve their country, to protect their country. And so I also support the idea that we need to very seriously relook at this bill and where these cuts should be made.
We hear about shared pain. I would like to know where the pain sharing was last year. We hear about speed. I wish we had seen some speed last year. What happened last year? We put it off, and then the governor presented his plan with unallotments. You challenged those unallotments, you won in court, and then what did you do? You turned right around and agreed with them. You're concerned about corporations getting tax breaks? Where's our concern for taxpayers getting some relief? And then you're concerned about what the governor wants. All of a sudden, what the governor wants is important. I wish you had felt the same way the past 8 years, that what the governor wanted was important. I hope and support, I hope that you would support in favor of Senator Roebling's bill.
And I'll just express to those of you that haven't been here, this isn't going to be a hard vote. Just wait. Just wait, because those of you that think that you can cut $6.2 billion out of this budget with no revenue, tell you what, bring it on. You show me what that looks like, and I'm going to stand up here and tell you where you're wrong, where you're jeopardizing Minnesota's future prosperity, impacting our most vulnerable Minnesotans. But this is easy, members. This is easy for you to vote for. You know why? Because you told out of about $900 million in cuts, you told Governor Dayton to make $100 million of it. Governor, you go make $100 million of it. And then you cut $487 million to cities and counties. $487 million. So you said, cities and counties, you figure out 487 million of our problem. State doesn't have enough money, so you figure it out at the local level. So you put those two numbers together, that's $587 million of the cuts you're going to vote for. You're just passing the burden on, kicking the can down the road to cities and counties, down the road to the governor, saying, Governor, can you help us? Can you find $100 million? You don't even have to come back and tell us what you cut, Governor. You just cut $100 million for us. So this isn't all that hard, but the tough votes are coming. And I think we're starting to see that a little bit, and I'm glad we finally dispelled the myth. The myth is over. We shouldn't have to talk anymore about no new taxes. It's going to end today when this bill goes to the governor, because property taxes in this state are going to go up by $322 million. That's not my number. That's from the Department of Revenue. And the credit that goes to renters is to help offset their property tax burdens, another $106 million. So the total's $428 million of property tax increases in this bill.